The Florida Panther's comeback story is one of the most remarkable conservation success stories in North America. Once on the brink of extinction, Florida panthers faced habitat destruction, hunting, and genetic decline for decades. By the 1970s, their population had dropped to fewer than 30 individuals, making them critically endangered. Habitat loss due to urban expansion, road construction, and agriculture nearly wiped out this unique big cat species. Fragmented habitats forced panthers into smaller territories, increasing competition and limiting their access to prey. As their population shrank, genetic bottlenecks caused serious health issues, including heart defects and low fertility. Inbreeding led to skeletal deformities, weakened immune systems, and decreased survival rates among Florida panthers. Conservationists feared that without intervention, Florida's last remaining big cat would disappear forever. In 1995, biologists introduced 8 female Texas cougars to Florida to increase genetic diversity. This genetic rescue plan aimed to strengthen the panther population by reducing inbreeding-related health defects. The introduction of new genes helped restore physical health, increasing survival rates and overall population growth. Over the next 2 decades, Florida panthers showed signs of recovery, with numbers rising steadily. Panther sightings expanded beyond their core habitat in South Florida, signaling a slow but hopeful comeback. Today, an estimated 200 Florida panthers roam the state's swamps, forests, and wetlands. Despite this progress, the future of Florida panthers remains uncertain due to ongoing habitat loss. Urbanization continues to threaten the panthers' territory, forcing them into closer proximity with humans. Road mortality remains a major concern, as vehicle collisions are the leading cause of panther deaths. Each year, dozens of panthers are killed while attempting to cross highways and rural roads. Efforts to construct wildlife corridors and highway underpasses have helped reduce road-related fatalities. These corridors provide safe passage for panthers, allowing them to navigate fragmented landscapes without risk. Deforestation and land development continue to shrink available hunting grounds for Florida panthers. As prey populations decline, panthers are forced to travel greater distances in search of food. Conflicts with humans increase when panthers venture into farmlands, leading to livestock attacks. Farmers and ranchers often view panthers as a threat, despite their protected status under federal law. Conservationists work to educate communities about coexistence strategies to prevent unnecessary panther killings. Florida panthers play a crucial role in maintaining ecosystem balance by controlling deer and wild hog populations. Without panthers, prey species could overpopulate, leading to overgrazing and habitat degradation. Continued habitat preservation is essential for sustaining Florida panther populations in the wild. Protected lands such as the Everglades and Big Cypress National Preserve serve as vital panther refuges. However, habitat fragmentation forces panthers to navigate dangerous human-dominated landscapes. Expanding green spaces and creating wildlife corridors are key to ensuring their long-term survival. Climate change poses an additional threat, affecting wetland ecosystems and prey availability. Rising sea levels and increasing hurricanes could alter the Florida panther's natural habitat. As panthers face new environmental challenges, conservation efforts must adapt to ensure their survival. Genetic diversity remains a concern, as the population is still recovering from years of inbreeding. Scientists monitor Florida panthers closely, tracking their movement and genetic health through GPS collars. New conservation strategies include habitat restoration, rewilding programs, and land purchase initiatives. The Florida Panther Recovery Program continues working to stabilize and expand the species population. Despite these efforts, legal battles over land development threaten crucial panther habitats. Some developers push for construction projects that could further fragment the panther's territory. Balancing economic growth with conservation efforts remains a contentious issue in Florida. Advocates stress the importance of preserving natural landscapes to support biodiversity and panther populations. Public awareness campaigns help educate Floridians about the significance of panther conservation. Wildlife organizations emphasize that protecting panthers benefits entire ecosystems and other endangered species. Panthers serve as an umbrella species, meaning their protection indirectly helps many other animals. Efforts to conserve panthers also safeguard wetlands, forests, and water quality for future generations. Without continued conservation action, Florida panthers could face another population decline. While numbers have improved, the species is still classified as endangered under the Endangered Species Act. Long-term survival depends on maintaining genetic health, protecting habitats, and reducing human-related threats. Roadkill prevention strategies, such as fencing and crossing structures, play a critical role in reducing fatalities. Expansion of protected lands would provide more space for panthers to roam and establish new populations. Scientists explore potential reintroduction sites beyond South Florida to help disperse the growing population. Encouraging natural dispersal is crucial to preventing overcrowding and reducing competition for resources. Some experts suggest reintroducing Florida panthers to other southeastern states to expand their range. A second breeding population outside Florida could act as a safety net against future declines. However, such projects require public support, legislative approval, and extensive ecological studies. Opposition from landowners and developers makes large-scale expansion efforts challenging. Educating communities about the ecological benefits of panthers is key to securing long-term support. Conservationists urge policymakers to prioritize wildlife corridors in future urban planning decisions. If panthers continue losing habitat, they may face the same extinction threats they overcame decades ago. Illegal poaching, though rare, still poses a risk to individual panthers in rural areas. Strict legal protections have helped prevent widespread killings, but enforcement remains crucial. Tourism centered around panther conservation helps fund protection efforts and raises public awareness. Ecotourism initiatives encourage people to value Florida's wildlife without harming natural habitats. Ongoing research explores ways to improve genetic diversity without introducing non-native subspecies. New scientific techniques, such as assisted reproduction, may help strengthen the panther's genetic pool. Captive breeding programs are debated as a last resort if wild populations begin to decline again. Ensuring enough prey populations remain stable is essential for sustaining Florida panthers in the wild. State and federal agencies collaborate on long-term management plans for panther conservation. Florida panthers symbolize resilience, demonstrating how conservation efforts can reverse near-extinction events. Their recovery highlights the importance of proactive wildlife management and policy enforcement. Panthers continue adapting to human-dominated landscapes, proving their ability to survive against the odds. Wildlife biologists remain cautiously optimistic about their future but emphasize the need for continued action. The panther's comeback is not guaranteed, requiring ongoing habitat protection and policy support. Each successful birth represents hope for the species, bringing them one step closer to recovery. Despite decades of progress, Florida panthers remain one of the most endangered big cats in the world. Their fate depends on conservation funding, legislative decisions, and public commitment to preserving natural spaces. If efforts remain strong, Florida panthers could continue their comeback and reclaim more of their historic range. However, if conservation slows, the species could once again face devastating population declines. Protecting Florida panthers requires cooperation between scientists, lawmakers, conservationists, and local communities. Their survival is a testament to the power of dedicated conservation efforts in restoring endangered species. The Florida panther's comeback is an inspiring story, but its long-term success remains an open question.